Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's show. We are finally gonna be fishing on Winnebago. Right now I got about 7 below right here, and I'll tell you what, Lance is waiting for us over by his house. You know, he lives right on the lake. He was on a great perch bite yesterday. We've got about 3 to 5 inches of ice in most of the bays. After we're done filming today, we're gonna go do some scouting and see what we got farther out on the lake. You know, this is the weather we were waiting for. It's about a month behind. I'm hoping that it stays cold, but you know what? The bright side of it is the fish are biting. Our populations on Lake Winnebago when it comes to perch and walleye, crappie, are really looking good. So yeah, I'll tell you something, it should be a great morning. We're gonna be setting up a hub shack and putting a heater in there. Hopefully we're gonna catch a pile of perch and have a good day, and you guys learn something, and we're gonna show you guys exactly what we're doing and how we're doing it coming up next. So hang on to your hineys. Finally, it's here. I'll tell you what, the lake is froze. There's still bad ice, but there's plenty of places to get out and catch some fish. Hey guys, hang on to your hineys. Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's show. We finally are on our own ice here at home, Lake Winnebago, with my good friend, Lightning Lance.
Morning, Larry.
Hey Lance, it's kind of nice when you're only like 6-7 houses down and we're coming off right in front of your house here. You know,
access. That's one extra cup of coffee for me, Larry.
this is one of the latest years that I've ever seen the ice come on Lake Winnebago. And I'll tell you what, I talked to you a couple days ago, and you said that you looked up or heard someplace that 1975, I think it was, it didn't freeze until then, until
Around January 20th.
January 20th. Holy schmoly.
Ice conditions up until then. But this is the latest. We've been waiting a month here, and it's time to get at it now. We're fishing the bays. Perch bite's always good, first early ice. And then I'm anticipating the walleye bite being pretty good. You know, in the fall, we were fishing on January 9th in the river and just loaded with fish.
Tons of fish. You know, I think the mortality rate on Lake Winnebago is really high, but it's such a fertile system that we have such great hatches all the time. Thanks to the Walleyes for Tomorrow, our guys over there, and of course the DNR. You know what? Things really are looking good on this system. Hey, enough chit chat. You guys, you go what? Hang on to your hineys. Let's go catch some fish. This is the easy way to put your stakes in. Basically, just lock that in. Makes it easy. There's a good one. Lance?
Good way to start the morning. System's loaded with a lot of these 9 to 11 inches right now, so that's what we're going to target.
Yeah, perfect.
Perfect
fish.
eaters.
Yep.
Got them.
There you go, Lance. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, these big ones come in, they're nice, Larry.
Hold that one up, Lance. Ooh, that's a nice one, too.
Yep.
There we go. Loving it right there. I'm just basically using a small cast master with just a wax worm on. Acme tackle, which is hard and soft fishing, actually merged with moonshine lures. Now, if you guys are looking for some really great tackle, make sure you guys check out Hard and Soft Fishing, again, which is Acme, Reef Runner, Beaver Dam, and Kalen's, along with a bunch of other brands.
This one's a keeper.
There you go. Nice job, Lance. Ooh, that's a good one. You're getting some good ones.
We're actually in shallow enough water, Larry. We're actually sight fishing these, you know, using the Vexars, see them come in, but sight fishing them. And the fun game about it is you can pull them away from the small ones, and then you see a couple eaters down there and let them bite.
So I got a small one, you got the big one.
That's about our size limit right there. Wouldn't you say, Larry?
Yeah, I would say you're probably spot on with
Probably
that, Lance.
8-incher, 9-incher right there.
Yep, good eaters. You know, the cool part about our ice guiding business is basically what we do is you guys only need to bring something to eat and drink in your license. We provide all the transportation. So we pick you up on shore, bring you guys out. By the time you guys get out to us, The shanties are all heated up. Everything's ready to go. You basically step in and start fishing right away. It just makes it really convenient for you guys to come out and enjoy this system. And we run a lot of permanent shacks. And the reason we run the permanent shacks, obviously we're in an Eskimo today, but the reason we run the permanent shacks when we get out onto the main body of water is that we can move you really fast. You know what? Basically what we do is we just have you guys pull your electronics up, pull the rods up, put the hole covers on. By the time you do that, we're already hooked to the shack.
We get to the spot, you hop out for literally 2-3 minutes. We drill the holes, get them skimmed back out, and you're back to fishing. So downtime is very minimal.
Ooh, there's a good one.
Good one. There you go.
There we go, Lance.
Nice fish.
Right here.
There we are.
Nice job, Lance. Yeah, it's a better one right there too. All kind of in that, like this one right here, in that 8.5 inch range. Again, on that little baby Castmaster. Lance, let's talk about like what you're doing now, because you're getting actually bigger perch than I am.
But when it comes to the spoons there, Larry, I definitely like the spoons over the Rapala, much like or the shiver minnow, much like you're saying. You got the fins on there, and with the spoons, you're working vertical. Oh, had one hit when I was talking. With the spoons, you're working vertical, and with the shiver minnows, Rapalas, what have you, those are basically doing a circle, going off to the side, horizontal.
Right.
So a lot of my fish attacking the bait are coming up vertically, so then I know that bait is right in front of them. You can, lack of a better term, tick them off enough with a spoon, just going vertical instead of having that bait swimming horizontal on you. Always keep that bait moving. They don't have time to analyze if there's meat on there or not. Looking for a reactionary bite is what you're looking for.
Definitely Winnebago is definitely a reactionary bite versus a feeding bite.
The number one thing is we always tell our clients that is to keep that bait moving. Never let it sit still for any length of time. If they're not going to hit it within a second, get it moving again. It's a reactionary bite, trying to get them to chase.
Got him, huh?
Got him.
There you go. Good job.
Next year.
There's a good one, Lance. A little bit of a lull there, you know. You go 5-10 minutes and you don't see a fish, and I'll tell you what, it seems like it's a half hour. But yeah, another 8.5, 9 incher right there. Perfect eater right there. All right, come on, just giving it that little twitch. There. Oh, that one just absolutely engulfed that little Castmaster. Look at that in there. Oh, came in and I missed him the first time, then he came back around and just absolutely slurped that thing right in. You know, again, spoons are definitely one of my favorite things to use on the Winnebago system. When you start talking about like the top 5 baits out here on this system, I would say most of them are in that spoon profile for sure. There is days that, even in the deep water, tungsten jigs work out really good and some plastics, but just for a day-to-day average bait, I would definitely take a spoon over anything else here. So yep, that one came just scooting right in perfectly. Again, I'm just kind of watching that Vexlar, then all of a sudden I can look down the hole and see them fish come in right there. But perfect one right there, gotta love it. They say a perch only lives to be 7 or 8 years old, so they don't actually live very long. You think about that, what happens to all them fish when they die? They're in your freezer.
There we go, right on the edge there, Larry. These are all good eaters, though.
Today we're pounding these perch pretty good in here. Fishing is not like this every day, especially when it comes to ice fishing. Some days we really get them, some days we just do okay, and some days we literally get our hinders handed to us. But I'm gonna tell you something, on the worst of the worst days when it comes to the catch part of it, we're gonna try and do everything we possibly can to make sure that the trip is a memorable trip. It's not always about just filling buckets and buckets full of fish. It's about the experience, you guys. So think about that a little bit.
We do this guiding because we love fishing and what have you, but what's even more exciting about it is the friendships that you build over time. Clients that we've taken out, I myself have been doing it for 8 years, but when you're doing it year after year, you actually build a friendship and live each day like you can.
Right.
Like it's your last, because you never know when that time's coming.
No, get as much out of it as you can. Hey everybody, when you start thinking about really snack sticks, I'll tell you what, Leroy's has got so many different varieties of snack sticks, and they can either be from your venison, or you can just go in there and get the regular snack sticks that they have. It's a great thing to bring out in the outdoors. Hey, again, check out our good friends over at Leroy Meats in Fox Lake and Horicon. Oh, there's a good one down there. See him? Oh, he's all over it. Ooh, what happened there? All of a sudden, whoa, Lance just left to go check another spot. And I'll tell you what, he left and all of a sudden the fish came in. And that's kind of how it goes. You know, you can never really think that you're going to sit in one spot, you know, and it's going to be constant action. You know, they come and go, and I'm okay with that. Patience is the virtue right there. Just hooking on one wax worm, basically going across two of the barbs right there. Nothing fancy. There we go. Gotcha that time. Again, not the biggest one. There we go. Ooh, I'll take that one any day of the week. Good solid 8.5, 9-incher right there. Hey, you know what? I'm really looking forward to it, and I really can't stress enough is that really the way the fishing should be this year on this system for ice fishing. You know, we really should have a pretty consistent 6 inches all around the whole lake. I'm sure there's always going to be thin spots that you got to watch out for. In some areas there might even be up to 8 inches. You know, it's amazing when you start getting these negative temperatures and it stays like this all day long, and no snow on top of this ice, how much ice really will build. Oh, bunch of them. Oh, I didn't want that one. God damn it. Oh, I didn't want that one. I couldn't pull it away from him fast enough. Oh, God, that was a good school. Can't get the wax worm on in time. That's why, folks, you should use beaver tail. You're not sitting here when the fish are down there trying to hook live bait back on. That's what I like about the spoon, too, is that you got more flash. And basically what I do is I'm basically, until I see them come in or on the Vexilar, I'm working that water column and letting it fall. You know, fish always look up, so I think the more you work it, and it's not a super aggressive jigging, you know, it's not swinging from side to side that much, just enough to attract them so they can see it from a long distance. And then once they come in, I tighten up that cadence, and then when they move right up to it, I just stall it. And again, only let it sit there for a couple seconds, then I just keep giving it that little bit of a twitch.
Two of them charge it. They got one of the smaller ones here. He's got it.
Good job, Lance. It's about time you come back in here, buddy.
Yeah, I figured I had to help Noah out. Can't keep Noah in the tent here alone with you that long. He'll go insane. I've never even seen that sucker hit. That's a good one.
Ooh, that is a good one.
Yep.
Nice job, Lance. Holy moly.
Slid in here this afternoon. You know, they kind of slowed down midday for us in the shallows. We got a couple out in deeper water, but figured come back in here for the evening bite and look what's down there. Got the good ones.
Nice one, Lance. Hold that one up right there. You know, and when you think about Winnebago, there's so many of them big perch out here right now, you know. I mean, and eventually we'll be able to get to that outside and get out in some deeper water. But I'll tell you, for now, this has definitely been very productive.
You got some cleaning ahead of you tonight, Smith.
Well, it's me. I thought it was you.
It's almost like the days when you had a Harley and you were waving to the guy on a bike. You see another warrior on the water, you just get a good feel.
First class, all the way from the people that ride them to the people that make them.
They do such a nice job with communication. They'll pick up the phone anytime. It's really almost a friendship.
You could be in any state, and when somebody with a warrior drives by you, you get that honk, that beep. You're truly part of a family, and there's nothing like it.
Introducing Forever Barnwood. Transform your space with the warmth and character of a genuine barnwood look. Forever Barnwood offers over 200 authentic barnwood products. We are commercial and food safe. Our products are available in unlimited quantities while still providing the consistency you need to complete large projects. All of this while still looking like it came out of a 100-year-old barn. Forever Barnwood. Bring the history inside.
Everybody, welcome back. You know what? The last couple days we were out scouting. Obviously, we did really good, caught a lot of fish, did a lot of searching and made sure that we had good ice conditions. Today we've got a bunch of clients out here, and so I wanted to take you guys along and kind of show you how our guiding works. When it's game on, it's our first day of guiding here today, and I'll tell you what, I'm very excited. I usually get up at about 3:45 every day. I was up at 3:15 today, just absolutely jacked, ready to roll. I love ice fishing more than I love any other kind of fishing. Hey, we got some guys out here today that have never ice fished before, and I'll tell you what, I'm hoping that these guys really catch a pile of fish and they get addicted to the sport of ice fishing. Hey, you guys, hang on to your heinies. For our ice guiding business, we do use some portables, some Eskimos, but for the majority of the time, especially when we're set up on the main lake like this, we use all permanent shacks. And the big reason is that they're super comfortable, not that the portables aren't, but we can move people really fast. And that's the key to fishing this body of water. I'm gonna show you guys one of our shacks in the permanents, and I'll show you guys why we use these shacks. As you can see, lots of room, and that's the great part about it. They're super warm. They're all spray foamed shacks, okay? The floors are spray foamed too, so you can really keep everybody comfortable, and that's the name of the game out here. You know, if you're not comfortable and you're cold, you're not gonna catch as many fish. I don't care who you are, right? So that's the key, is definitely being comfortable and enjoying the whole scenario out here. I'm gonna fire up the heater in here, you guys. We're gonna go check on some clients, and we'll be right back, so hang on to your heinies. Hey everybody, this week's tip of the week brought to you by our good friends up at Mike's Country Meats, the finest jerky on the planet. Hey, I'll tell you, it's always about doing little subtle things that make a big difference. And I'll tell you what, today we're using wax worms and spikes. And one thing that I've always thought made a big difference for us is what I'll do is in the morning, I'll put just a dab of whatever scent that you like. I love to use on the Winnebago system, Doctor's Juice. And I'll basically just I'm not putting it directly on the bait, but I'm putting it on either the shavings or on the spikes. I'll put it in the dust, the sawdust, and I'll just put a couple drops in there, and then what I'll do is I'll close the lid up like that, and I'll tell you what, that is all it takes. And I personally feel that that little bit of scent makes a huge difference, especially on them tough days. Hey everybody, this week's tip of the week brought to you by our good friends up at Mike's Country Meats, the finest jerky on the planet.
Yep, first time in Wisconsin.
Here you go.
I feel immense joy. It's the greatest fish I've ever caught, and I've caught 2 fish in the first hour I've been here, and I've never held an ice fishing rod or been on a frozen lake before in my life.
So we're a bunch of guys that all met pretty much playing hockey or through college. We're from both coasts. We've got a guy here from Seattle. I'm from the East Coast, Maryland, with this guy over here, Greg.
Baltimore.
Robin here's from Maine. We do a yearly guys trip, and ice fishing came up this year and having a blast. I'm still waiting for my first fish. Most of these other jokers have already caught a few. Yeah, I think we were all surprised. I mean, we were planning to wear a coat and everything all day and expecting to be freezing, but it's pretty cool. It's nice. Oh, look at this.
Oh, you got a little tiny one. Mine's bigger than yours. You want to throw that little tiny thing back?
Fish on. First one.
Oh, don't lose him. Are you gonna kiss him?
Why does he have a bite his ear?
It's the first time I've stuck my thumb in a fish's mouth.
Where we're going now, you're not even gonna use the electronics. Sight fishing them. You guys will stay right in the shack here. Right now we just came across some good fish on the inside. Picking this crew up and give them a move.
You'll be able to see a lot easier the darker it is inside.
So we're gonna be fishing a good bit lower, or still about 7
It's only
feet?
no, it's only 3 foot right here. It's real
Yeah.
shallow, but you can sight fish them fish. That's the nice part about it.
He's staring at it.
It's your bedroom voice.
Hey, little fella. Ah!
Like it's my job.
There it is.
Yeah, that's a pretty one.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Got him? Good job. There's a dandy. That will take it. That's a good catch.
Yeah.
We already said
We're going to have some fun tomorrow, guys.
If you got some ideas of videos, we'll do whatever ideas you come up with.
I was gonna try and light it on fire, their shack. But
Just smoke them out.
Yeah, we might have an issue. Here in a minute. You guys had a good time?
Hell yeah.
Hey everybody, I hope you guys got to see what kind of operation Lance and I run out here on Lake Winnebago. I'll tell you what, we take a lot of pride in what we do, don't we?
That we do. I look forward to it every day, Larry.
Perch bite has been tremendous. There's some walleyes biting out deeper that we got going that we're gonna be after. That'll probably be one of our next shows that we do too. Right. But you know what? Let's tell everybody really to give you a call on how they can do it, because you guys definitely, this is the year to catch a bunch of perch, and nice perch, as you could see.
Get a hold of me at 920-410-9920. Leave a voicemail for out fishing. I'll get back to you as soon as we get off the water and get you on the books.
Hey buddy, I appreciate it, man. I'll tell you what, I'm hoping our ice lasts here. Looking really good now. We got a good solid 10 to 11 inches out here, and we've got a little bit of warm weather coming, but this is probably when this show is gonna air next weekend. And I'll tell you what, I'm hoping we get a couple more of these cold fronts, because you know what? Cold fronts in Winnebago, the fish love this cold weather out here.
That doesn't hurt our fishing.
No, it certainly doesn't. Hey, we want to thank all of our military men and women for the great service they have given this country and continue to give this country, along with all of our firefighters and paramedics, and no doubt all of our law enforcement agents. We also want to thank you guys and gals for watching our show each and every week. Hey, it is a great day to be alive, and the best part is we're going to see you guys again next week, and thanks for joining us. So, hey, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's show. And I hope you guys, hey, Lance, I hope you, right. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's show here.
Oh, yeah. Fishing the Bago, eh?
You betcha.